It's morphin' time! Special shout out to our new channel members. It's La Dorman, Tohoku Texas Cosplay, Kamen Pikachu, Sutargo's the Kaiju from Krypton, Brendan Overland, and ARGM Marco 27. Plus shout out to our Captain Tier channel members. Infinity Wartorn, Spin-54, Super Shaddix Boom, Toma K, MJ Klein, Infinite 1985, SSJ4 Jason, Oma Ender, Scrublord Gaming, Psycho O's, Kyle, Jamie's World, Matthews Laura, Don Ranger Power, Donnie Waldman, Dr. Grid, and Jeremy Carr. Thank you to everybody that's a channel member. If you'd like to join, hit the join button down below. Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome to another Big Bad Toy Store unboxing that I'm calling Too Big, Too Bad to Unbox. We'll see if that actually ends up being the title, but here it is. It is a pile of loot from, like, I don't know. I think I was down on the 90-day clock with the first item. I think it had like a day or two left. Like, there was... I ran this to the edge because I just didn't really have room for the stuff that came in. But now I have to make room, which is lovely. The problem is that during rundown season, when I'm making those big, you know, long videos of the Transformers and the Power Rangers and the Marvel Legends and the G.I. Joe, I don't know why I got all, like, New Yorker there, but when I do all those videos, I end up, like, just taking up a ton of space. Like, currently, there's a ton of G.I. Joes all over my, like, filming set, because that's what I'm working on. So I don't really have room for new stuff until that's done and I can put them on a shelf. But yeah, I just ran out of time, so we had to ship the pile of loot. Here it is! Very excited, because the thing is, I've kind of forgotten what's in it. Which happens every time. I said this last time. It's been 90 days plus, you know? 90 days plus, you know, shipping time. I don't remember everything that's in here. You know, I just don't. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, I just filmed 70, or yeah, pretty much like 70 G.I. Joes. So, you know, I'm not really thinking about, like, what was in my pile of loot that's not part of that video. It's not that I have a one-track mind. I have a linear deposition. I gotta get one thing done first, then the other. Like, right now I'm trying to cut this tape and talk, and it's not working. It's just not working out. But, here we go. You know what I'm gonna do? Is because y'all can see into the camera frame, I'm just gonna do this. And then keep everything a surprise, he says as it falls into his face. Look at that. It's a total surprise, and also, like, you totally can't see anything I'm doing. So we're just gonna have to... There we go. There we go. Perfect. Now, I can just continue to unload this like Mary Poppins' bag, and you wonder how deep it goes. Okay, so, Big Bad sticker. Love them. They're great. I don't know why I tossed it like that. But bubbles. Plenty of bubbles. Okay, wow, there is such an eclectic amount of stuff in here. You're just gonna have to roll with me. First things first, the Tracksuit Mafia ×2. This was supposed to be a Target exclusive. I don't know anyone personally that actually bought one at a Target, and Target never certainly filled my order, so when Big Bad Toy Store put them up, I said, yes, 2 please. And the reason I said 2 is, first of all, I love the Hawkeye show, and I've watched it like 3 times? Yeah, 3 times already. So, you know, I know that there's 2 tracksuit guys named Kazi and Tomas, and so I had to get one for Kazi and one for Tomas, because of the heads included. There's also, like, a ski mask head, so if you wanted to, like, army build Tracksuit Mafia, that's an option. I don't need to do that, but it was nice that Big Bad Toy Store offered these, because Target just didn't seem interested in selling them, so neato. But those are the last 2023 Marvel Legends I needed, so that's done. Okay, I think I have to get the Christmas vibe out of the box in order to get to everything else. So there is a line by what is it? Fresh Monkey Fiction? Is that the company? As I'm looking, yeah, Fresh Monkey Fiction, smaller toy company. They have a line called Naughty or Nice Collection, which is Christmas themed, and they have different versions of Santa Claus, like Father Frost. So this was wave 2. I say we collectively as a family, because my mom was really into this because she loves Santa Claus. She got the classic Santa. I got the Commando Santa that's sitting in my G.I. Joe shelf. And we got Father Frost because look at him. He's cool. He's blue. He's got like a cool ice face and stuff. These figures are pretty good. I think overall they're pretty solid. You know, they have a ton of variants of Santa. So if you're looking for some nice, like, Christmas themed stuff, like, you know, you really can't go wrong with these. So that's Father Frost. I have to, like, reach down so far. We've also got, we got Krampus, you know, so if Santa has a villain to fight, there's Krampus. They've done a few variants of Krampus over the time that they've done these. And then here's the one my dad wanted the most, which was the Barbarian Santa, where he looks like a Conan character, which is pretty freaking cool. There's a Barbarian Santa Claus. Like, it's awesome. He has, like, snowflake tattoos, and he comes with, like, a coat and stuff. And a wolf hat, or a bear hat. It's a bear hat. Anyways, he's awesome. They're really cool. We don't buy all of them, but we did order all the reindeer, because they're making the reindeer, and hopefully they make a sleigh for those reindeer. Here's an accessory pack, which is like stockings and presents and milk and cookies, and you know, you can never go wrong with some Santa gear. And then to round it out, there was, with the first line, there was Santa, and then there was variants of Santa and variants of the elves and nutcrackers. This time we just got one elf variant, which was Julie the elf, because she was a blue-colored elf. So we thought, let's get her. So that's what she's doing. She can hang out with other elves. So pretty neat line. They do about a wave a year. This wave was a little bit late. It didn't make it out for Christmas. It was a little delayed, but you know, that's just what happens. All right, let's just go complete opposite end of the holiday spectrum. It is Raphael as the Wolfman. Let me pop the flap here. This is the next. I was surprised that they went back and did a character they'd already done. They already did Raphael as Frankenstein's monster, but now they did him as the Wolfman. So Universal and NECA are like, how do we make Soundout think that his favorite turtle is Raphael when he hangs out with Casey Jones and he's been the Wolfman and Frankenstein? So, you know, they got me a little bit. I still am one of those weird guys that's like, I like all 4 turtles or no turtles, but, you know, I can't pass up a Wolfman. I'm pretty sure Michelangelo and Donatello are going to be something else each, right? Like, it would make sense at this point for that to be the case, because here's Leonardo as the creature from the Black Lagoon, which makes a lot of sense. So Gilman Leo there, looking really nice. He actually comes with more stuff than the creature of the Black Lagoon did. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what they do next. I'm still thinking Shredder's going to be Dracula, but I'm also thinking Shredder as Dracula might be the last figure. Like, hey, we're done. Here's your, like, big final piece. That sort of thing. Going alongside this, though, we have another NECA monster. It's not Universal, though. It's Nosferatu from the 1922 silent film adaptation. And it's, you know, Max Schreck as Count Orlok from Nosferatu. So this is Count Orlok himself. Around the time this went up, Super 7 also put one up. I ultimately decided to go with NECA just because that's where my other monster figures lie. But he looks great. He's got the long fingernail hands. He's got, skeleton keys on a chain. I love this stuff, and I love that NECA is making stuff like this. And I'm looking forward to their Professor Burke from London After Midnight, because that's like a lost film that we only have still images of, but NECA was like, let's make a toy, and you know what? They're real for that. Okay, let's go next step. Here's a one-off. Jada Toys has been doing a great Street Fighter line, and I'm still collecting all of them. I know I haven't reviewed them, but I kind of missed the window on them. By now, people have already, like, gotten them. I might do a video on the Street Fighter figures when we have, like, the whole Street Fighter 2 roster, like, just like an overview video, because those tend to do better than just individual reviews. They're also doing a really cool Mega Man line, which you can see they've got Fireman and, what's his name, Iceman, along with Mega Man in the first wave. I love Mega Man. I appreciate Mega Man. I didn't get into Mega Man until 2014 when he showed up in Smash Brothers, and then I was like, oh, I should play some of the classic Mega Man games on my Wii U, because what else am I going to play? It's a Wii U. And that was like, I kind of got into Mega Man, but I've only ever played completely through 2 and X, and I played a handful of the others, but I'm not like super into it. So I was going to buy all of these just because they looked amazing, and I was like, ooh, cool action figures, but, you know, budgets and everything else going on, I just had to scale back. So I got Mega Man. I'll get Dr. Wily when they make him, because I'm sure they will, but I'm going to skip all the Robot Masters. But these are fantastic from everything I've seen, and everything I've experienced with Jada, but I was like, I do need at least a Mega Man for my display, which I have said multiple times. I have a 66 Action Mega Man, I have the old Kota Bukiya kit, but this one really gives me the classic Mega Man vibe proportion-wise that I think has been lacking from those others, so I'm looking forward to having him on my video game shelves, because he looks really cool. Okay, speaking of Jada, this was another one of those, hey, cool action figure, but also just, it's freaking awesome. It's Chester Cheetah in a Cheetos box with a little window flap. Look at him. It's a 6-inch scale action figure of Chester Cheetah, and his like accessory is a giant Cheeto, and then he comes with a Cheetos bag. I haven't eaten Cheetos in years. I think it's one of those things I liked as a kid, but not so much as an adult. But like Chester Cheetah's too freaking cool, and I had to get them. It's great. I love, you know, food mascots being toys, and Jada started with that pretty much, and they're still going, and I can't wait to see what they do next. But yeah, Chester Cheetah, had to get him. He was just too rad. All right, so Masters of the Universe has been doing like amazing lines lately. Origins, Masterverse, that Turtles of Grayskull line looked great. For me personally, I'm trying to keep up, but I am a little behind on stuff just because of everything else, especially like G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe's been a lot. But of course, when I saw this figure go up for pre-order, I was like, I have to get her because I don't want her like selling out. I want to make sure I got her. It is movie Evil-Lyn from the 1987 Masters of the Universe movie. I got the He-Man and Skeletor from Masterverse, and so, because I kind of regretted not getting the Super 7 ones, but they never made Evil-Lyn at Super 7 for their 87 line, so yeah, I had to grab her, and I was like, she's going to be in demand, I think, more than even the He-Man and Skeletor, because they never made her before. So, really happy to see her here. She looks good. I think she's got a great likeness overall. However way they work around the likeness thing, because, you know, I know there's, like, licensing with the movie and stuff. I do like the new packaging for Masterverse. This is my first time seeing it in person, where it's still got, like, the side panel art and then the full panel art, but it puts the toy on the back so that the full panel art's on the front. I really like that. I think it looks really cool. I hope we get another art book, because they did an art book with Masterverse and Origins where it had most of the art for the packaging, and that was pretty awesome. Also got like a nice matte feel to it. The top won't pop untaped like the old ones. But yeah, I was like, I gotta get Evil-Lyn. If they make any of the movie people, I'm gonna get it. Because the only movie character I have, I have Blade and Gwildor from the Masters of the Universe Classics line, which weren't like movie themed. They're based on the vintage toys based on, you know, the movie. But I have those two, and then I have the He-Man and Skeletor. So I'm kind of like building out the display. I actually like that movie. It's one of those, like, this is probably not a great adaptation of He-Man, but like as a sci-fi barbarian isekai movie, it's pretty fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy it for what it is, not what it should have been, which is optimistic views on things. So that's me sometimes. You know, if anybody's like, oh, that's a terrible He-Man movie, I'm like, yeah, not gonna argue with you there, but is it a fun movie in its own little bubble? Yeah, sure, I enjoy it. That's how it goes. Speaking of enjoying things in a bubble, this next figure we're one step closer to completing a set. This is the SH Figuarts Ultraman suit Ace from the Ultraman anime. So this is from that anime based on the manga where the Ultraman are mech suits, you know, like Iron Man type exosuits, as opposed to being like Giants of Light. I enjoyed the anime, and I like the designs, and I collect Ultraman Figuarts. So after this, Zophie is coming out soon. I think he's out like next month or something. And then after that, the only other one of the armored suits they haven't made would be Marie. But there's Ace. I've been waiting for him for a long time, because I thought he was in Season 1, and for some reason they did Ultraman, 7, and Bemular, and then just stopped. And then when they came back to promote Season 2, they announced Taro, because Taro was like the big, you know, hotness, the new character kind of thing. But then after Taro, they did Jack, who we saw in Season 1, and then he armored up in Season 2. And I was like, where's my boy Ace? But what's nice here is, unlike Ultraman, Bemular, and 7, where they were retools of the Ultra Act Cross SH Figuarts figures based on the manga, Ace here, I believe, is a new mold. He looks like a new mold, as opposed to a minor retool / repaint. So it did work out, because he was my favorite. Ace is my favorite of the Ultraman suit guys. He's also my favorite Show Ultra. I really do like Ace. But yeah, so it was nice to finally get him, and I look forward to getting Zophie. I might do a video when I have the 6 Ultra Brothers, because I think that'd be kind of fun, just to put them together, but we'll see. Alright, speaking of SH Figuarts, we have Obito Uchiha. This was a brand new figure, because they didn't have him in the original Figuarts line. He's officially listed as Obito Uchiha Hollow Dreams of Despair. I need to do a video. What I decided, I talked about this on my live streams, but what I decided to do with Naruto Figuarts, instead of reviewing them one by one or pairing them up, the next Naruto video should be Orochimaru, Exclusive Edition Jiraiya, Obito, and Kurama Link Naruto for like 4 in 1. Just to do kind of like a catch-up roundup, how are these figures doing, because I'm still collecting them, might as well. Again, videos where I do multiple things in one video tend to do better than just single reviews, just because of timing and how I do my channel. This is pretty cool looking. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest, I still have 200 episodes left of Shippuden. So I know that this is Obito, but right now, where I'm watching, he's wearing the mask and calling himself Madara. So I feel like I need to watch a little bit more and at least get to the context of some of these accessories to speak on it. So it may be a little bit for that Naruto video, but I hope to do it before Minato comes out, so I can pair Minato and Itachi in like the next one. But yeah, I do definitely want to review them. I do feel like I need a little bit more context in my brain, so I pose them correctly and stuff instead of just recreating the product shots, because I think it's a little boring. All right, speaking of import figures, this was something I didn't like plan to get per se, but he went up for pre-order and he was for his original price. It's the Yami Yugi Nendoroid. So Nendoroids these days cost like 60, 70 bucks, but this went up for like $38.99, I think, for like the original price. He also said he was coming out in May, and it's only March, and he stocked in February, so I'm going to remember that with Nendoroids, that the months, the pre-order months are way off from the actual months. The reason this got reissued was not because they're about to make Judai, Yuki, and Yusei Fudo, who I definitely plan to get Yusei, and I might as well get Judai just to, you know, round out the trio. But thing is that the reason they reissued this was because they were doing the Nendoroid of Bobobo, and they're wanting to do the reference from the, you know, one-shot illustration that Kazuki Takahashi did of Yami Yugi appearing in Bobobo's hair. And so that's actually like an advertised feature, and I'm getting the Bobobo Nendoroid because I love Bobobo. It's insanely insane, but like I love the character and I want it in a figure, and I'm like, the Nendoroid's probably the best we're getting, so I'm like, I might as well get his accessory pack here with Yami Yugi. So that is the plan. Bobobo stocked about 2 days after I hit the ship button on this pile of loot. So, Bobo was also out earlier than he said, but, you know, Yami Yugi will be able to sit in his hair soon. Oh, I almost missed this. It's a bag of stains for the Naughty or Nice collection, because we had some elves that were falling over during Christmas this year, and there's a pack of stains for them. Okay, so I haven't bought a Kamen Rider roleplay item in a while, mostly because I've been on a Sentai kick, but I've wanted one of these, and I don't know if we're going to get a CSM. It's the Hibiki Onsa, the tuning fork, his transformation item. This is in the Legend Riders series, so it's not quite DX, but it's kind of similar sized. It's a little bit, you know, sparser on details in some places, but it still does the transformation. Again, if they make a CSM for Hibiki, I totally would pick it up, because I really do love Hibiki up until episode 30. But this I wanted to get because it is the Onsa, it is the thing he transforms with. So I wanted that just as a little piece from my collection. All right, let's look at Big Boy. Big Boy being Figurized Standard Amplified Metal Greymon. Let's get him in frame. There he is. I hope you can see him because I can't see the frame. This kit it's funny because it does say Metal Greymon Vaccine. Like, we know they're doing a virus version. They haven't announced it yet. I haven't been buying the amplified kits. As you may know from my reviews, I typically prefer the anime style. But I bought the amplified Shine Greymon, and that was because I didn't think we were going to get another Shine Greymon, and I bought the Metal Greymon because I don't think we're going to get another Metal Greymon. I have some model kits I'm supposed to review. I have SMP Dynazenon, but I haven't built it yet. I will build this and review it at some point. I've just been a little bit busy with other things. I don't really have room to build model kits right now because I'm reorganizing my Sentai display. But once I do, I'm going to build this guy. I'm excited to see how big he actually is. How big is he compared to Machinedramon, since it seems like they use similar molding for the arm. But yeah, Digimon model kits get me. Especially when they don't give me an option in figure art or something. I'll buy an Amplified if I think it's the only time we're going to get it. Just like the upcoming Ultraman. Like, I'm getting that for sure. Yeah, I love my Digimon. And then to round this out, and the reason why I was wearing a Thundercats shirt, we've got the next wave of Thundercats. So I still need to review Ghost Jaga. I'm still going to review Thundercats. The Thundercats videos don't perform super well, if I'm being totally honest. If you want me to do more Thundercats stuff, go watch the older videos. The older videos haven't performed that well because I think, you know, this is wave 7. We're 7 waves in. You're either in or out at this point, I feel. So, you know, the reviews are more so for historical documentation. I also haven't been buying every figure. I skipped all of the variants, essentially. And, you know, I'm going to keep skipping variants. I'm not interested in, like, glow-in-the-dark Chitara or clear Tigra. You know, when they're 55 bucks a piece, I got to be a little picky at some point. But I am going to get all the unique characters, and that's still keeping up. So the thing is, I did get Ghost Jaga. I kind of put him as an exception because Ghost Jaga is like the main form he appears in, and it's kind of the one I wanted the whole time. So I think what I'll do is I'll review Ghost Jaga with Wave 7 at some point. But I know people have already reviewed these because these have been out for a bit, and again, they've been sitting in my pile of loot. So maybe just not expected anytime soon, but when I'm like, I need to fill a week for a review while I'm working on a bigger video, that's when you'll probably see these. You know, let's just take this down at this point, because it's all that's left is Thundercats. So that's kind of my stance on the Thundercats and the Silverhawks reviews. I will still do them, but they'll just be between larger videos. Just to, you know, I don't know, like keep the series going, but they're not going to be priorities because they just don't perform super well. But anyways, these are going to be the last wave with these slipcovers, I think, because I think they said they're getting rid of the slipcovers so they can keep the cost the same for the figures. Works for me. I don't need the slipcovers. They're not even foil anymore. I think that was the solution, to not raise the prices beyond $55 for a base figure from Super 7. They took some of the fanciness out of the packaging. They took off the chrome. They're going to drop the slipcovers. That's fine with me. I mean, they dropped the brown mailer boxes. I like these packaging a lot, but I'm having a problem storing them. And so if their packaging gets worse and I can just toss the packaging without feeling bad, works for me too. All right, so we got Rotaro. Rotaro's one of your like recurring villains in the later part of the show. Pretty cool. I love the design. I like that he's a giant, like, angry rat. But yeah, he's just another one of those great villains and a great design. Oh, that reminds me, I did skip the Reptilian Warriors. They did 3 reptiles that were all like retools of Scythe. Thought they were cool, was going to get them. I don't know when I'm going to have like 155 bucks for reptile guys that have no names. So I may just never get them, but you know, maybe they'll go on sale because it seems like they stocked a lot of them. Super 7 stuff's been going on sale lately because retailers apparently ordered too much for the demand, but that's going to start going away. So I'm still going to keep up with the main figures, but I don't know if I'm going to go back for the reptiles. We'll see. Anyways, here's Mongor. Mongor is one of those kind of crazy one-off villain guys. He looks really cool. Yeah, I still want to review these. These look amazing. I mean, the fact we got Mongor from Thundercats and like 95% of my audience out there doesn't know who the heck Mongor is. That's cool. It's why I love the line and why I'm still keeping up with it. Same for Silverhawks, because I know that's the one time we're getting Silverhawks toys. There could be another Thundercats line in the future, but I don't think there's ever going to be another Silverhawks line. And if there is another Thundercats line, I don't think it's going to get as deep as Mongor. So I'm gonna keep buying them because this and Silverhawks are my 2 Super 7 lines, and I'm like, I gotta stick with those. Here's Willa. Willa is the lady, the human person that they interact with. She's interesting because I think she's definitely a product of the 80s in terms of like what would an indigenous tribe of people look like, but I think she was still strongly written overall. It's kind of, you have to just take it with of the time in a lot of ways, but it's cool she got a figure. It's her first ever toy. I think this is the first ever toy from Mongor for sure. I think Rotaro had one in the vintage line. And then to round the wave off was Mr. Controversial here because of the price point. And again, I kind of agree, but you know, this is how the business goes. There's Snarf. Snarf was a single $55 figure. He does come with 2 sets of tails, one to balance on, one that's normal. He comes with a claw shield to hold. He comes with his like man purse. He's got 2 extra heads and the sword of omens. So he's got accessories. It's just, you know, it feels like 55 is a lot for him. But then when you realize that like you're getting Mongor for 55, I think it's like, I think it's one of those, the budget for the wave is balanced out this way. Like you get a bigger guy for a normal price if you get a smaller guy for a normal price. But they at least pack him with accessories, unlike Star Wars anytime they make Yoda. So that's Wave 7. That's my pile of loot. I don't think I can grab all this stuff and put it on the table, so we're just going to call it there. I got a lot of stuff. This is my, you know, continuing descent into madness with the toy industry is that I feel like we do have too much stuff coming out. As a collector and as a person that does videos on toys, I think there's just too much stuff coming out. But this was kind of, you know, this was the pared down. This is the pared down box for the last 90 days, just to get the stuff that I really, really wanted, like the Thundercats, and to get, you know, my Ultramans. You know, I love toys, but it's harder to buy casually when there's so much stuff that I really care about coming out. So it's not necessarily a complaint, just an observation. But that does it for this video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the comments. Tell me anything in the comments that I may have missed, or correct me on anything if I'm wrong. Hit subscribe and the notification bell for future videos. There's rundowns, there's viewing guides. I'm doing all kinds of cool stuff. I want to try to, you know, do more of the heavy produced videos while doing some of these smaller ones in between. Like this is going to save me some time, so that way I can work on the G.I. Joe rundown. So you want to hit subscribe to keep up with that. If you'd like to help support the channel and help support videos like this, please consider joining as a channel member for as little as $1 a month. You get perks like early access in the join button down below for more details. You can also check out our live streams on this channel, Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern, talking about toy news and more. You can also find our Discord server in the link below to join the conversation. If you want to find me on social media, I am on most platforms at Soundout12. You can find my Oscar Graphic Designer on social media and Discord at darkclaw643. And you can find Hero Club at heroesclub.com for toy news and more. And until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.